fine with
Why, did somebody say something? Okay, here we are. We've got our Trojan T28, our Dx9 Black Edition. Propeller off of the model while we're working on it. We don't want to have any accidents. Okay, first thing is we'll turn on. When you start her up, you'll see that you've already got a acro in number 1. Well, what we're going to have to do now is name it. It'll be the first thing you want to do. So with this, you need to go to your system setup. Press the button. Yes. Now we're in system setup. You might want to check model type, and it's aeroplane. Reset everything so it's nice and clear. Then name your model. Okay, number 1, we'll leave that in there and we'll start naming it. Okay, we've named it the T28. Just for, if you look at your aircraft type, it's got normal wing. We have one servo. No, we've not got one servo. Yes, we have, because we've got a Y cable. If you've got a Y cable, you're running off one servo. Tail's normal. Now, really, there's nothing else to do in this one. So now we can go back and go to the main screen. So back here, we've got our T28 in, and this is where we set up in here. But what we're going to do first is bind to the plane. To bind to the plane, I've got the bind plug in, the battery's in here. We'll turn off the radio, connect our battery. The receiver is flashing. We hold down the bind button and we turn on.
DSM2 22 milliseconds, 1024 resolution.
It tells you everything. Okay, now our bind is complete. Take your bind plug out. Okay. Now we're all set up. Now you need to check your surfaces and make sure they're all working. Everything's working there. Then you need to check to make sure that your servos are set the right way. So, left is left, right is right. Right, mine around the wrong way. So, we press the button, we go into servo setup. We don't want travel, but we press on that one and we go to reverse. We look for the ailerons and you click your button and now it's reversed. Go back out of the list and go back to your main screen. There we are. Now try it again. Left, right. Now the servos are right. Up, down, that's right. Left, right. My rudder's round the wrong way as well, so I'm going to go back in. Servo setup, change it to reverse. I need rudder. Click on it, back out, check it all out. Now it's all right. Okay, that's making sure all our surfaces are done. If you have to adjust your surfaces, adjust them mechanically at the plane. Don't use any trims in here. Next up, DR and Expo. Press the button, down into DR and Expo. Right. I like to have all mine, especially when you're a beginner and that. Experienced people have them on separate switches, but I like to put them all on one switch. And I've always used the rudder. So the switch I'm going to put it on is the rudder switch, which will be this one. So the first thing you need to do is it's on ailerons, come down, switch on, choose your switch. Now this is the beauty of the Dx9. All is what you need to do to choose the switch you want to use is just flick it. Okay, so you just flick the switch and it chooses it automatically for you. We've gone for the G, which is the rudder. Okay, so now we come out of there and we go back to, on low rates, I like to have 70%. If you're a beginner and you're learning, you can put that down to 60%. You've got a 3-way switch here, so you can use your 3-way switch to put it into whatever you want. I'm just going to do the 2-way, 70. I'm going to have there. Expo, again, this is a preference thing. If you're a learner, have 25, 30. Don't be afraid. You can always back off later. Okay, this is me. I'm just going to put 10% for myself because I'm a bit more experienced flyer now. But again, if you were doing it and you're learning, I'd go 25 to start with. Now, flick your switch into the next position and this is your high rates. 100% up the top. Expo again, I'm going to put 20% on. 25 if you're learning. Hour on again, move it and do it to the elevator. Now, you do exactly the same for the elevator. So I'll just do this quickly. Don't forget when you're doing this, you have to set the switch as well for the elevator, so it's all on the one. Okay, next we go to the rudder after you've set the elevator. Now on the rudder, I do it a little different. I always like to have a little bit more rudder. So again, go down and pick your switch. You just click the switch and then you've got it. On the rudder, on low rates, I like about 85%. I like to use the rudder on low, 85, 90. Personally, I'd set it on 90. Make sure you go in the plus, not the negative, when you're giving yourself expo. I'm only going to give myself 15 on this. Then we go into high rates, which is 100. I'm just going to give it 10. I like the feel of my rudder. Okay, back out of that. Back up to your main screen. Now, basically, you set it up. But this radio talks to us. Let's put some words on it. So go in, go down to custom voice setup. Hit it. Add a new sound event. Hit that. It's a change report we're going to go for, the simple one. So you hit that. Switch. You put it on the switch you want, which is this one, because this is the one we used, the rudder switch, the G switch on my radio is the one I want to use. So then I go down to position 0, which is low rates. Then you select what you want. I'll just find it. There you go, low rates. Then we position 2 is the next one, and we want high rates in that. So I'll just go find it again. High rates. It's as simple as that. Back to the main screen. Now listen.
Low rates, high rates, low rates, high rates.
Easy as that. Now, something I always do with my planes is I set, if you go down here, you've got a throttle cut. Now, everyone should set this, especially with electrics. Okay, so you go into the throttle cut, it's inhibited, you just press it to load it up. I use this switch at the back here, so select the switch that you want and hit it. Mine is H switch. Now that's throttle cut. It tells you there what it is, you can see it easy enough. It's already set up for you, you just go back. Now, I want to add a sound to that, so I add a new sound event. Change report. Which switch do we want? The same switch that you used before. So we've picked our switch now. Go down to silence. So I use the motor on. Down to the next one. Throttle cut off and throttle cut on they've got. So you can use either one, motor off or throttle cut. I'm going to go with the throttle cut, so I'll set the other one as well. So throttle cut on. I'm going to change the motor on one to throttle cut off. So now we have throttle cut.
Throttle cut on. Throttle cut off.
Everything's working. Now setting up your timer. Go down to timer. I like a countdown timer. Okay, we'll leave it on 5 minutes with the throttle stick starts over 25 and 1 time. There you go, it's already set up for you. Now, it'll talk to you so you can do it. So you go into the next one, right? Okay, so here we were on the list. There's timer. We go into timer. It's all set up how we want. We go to next. Now, how do you want the countdown? Every minute, tone, or voice? I'm going to go for voice. It'll tell us the 1 minute. 30 seconds to go. I want the voice telling me that I've got. And then 10 seconds to 1 second. Again, go in with the voice. Expiration, voice. Check out next if you want, see what you've got. Timer start, I'm going to go voice so it tells me. Timer stop, I'm going to go voice so it tells me. And I'm going to go voice on reset so it tells me. What I'm going to do next now is unplug the T28, turn off the radio, the bind plug back in. Now we're going to rebind, because after you've done all your settings on any plane, you should rebind it. Okay, we're flashing again. We know how to bind, button down.
22 milliseconds, 1024 resolution.
There we go. Now we're all bound back, and everything that we put into the radio is now bound correctly with everything here. So everything's lined up. Remember to pull your bind plug out, And that's about it. You're now ready to go. You've got everything working and it's been bound back together. So, okay, that's it for how to bind to the T28. A simple 4-channel bind with some words on it. Well, there we have it. We've bound the T28 to the Dx9 black. We put some voice on it, the timer, some DR and Expo, and we bound it and it's all running good. The new Dx9 black. Again, many thanks to Mike from Model Flight. Great radio. I'm going to really enjoy this. I'm going to put a few more together. I'll show you how to do some of the other planes that Parkzone and E-Flight put out and ones that I've got. So hopefully we'll do a glider and we'll do a 6-channel type plane. We'll do the Parkzone. We'll do the old P47 from over here. We'll get that one done. So yeah, looking good. Okay, that's all from me for now. Again, great radio. Really looking forward to using this one. Great looking case. It's show your bars. The Dx9 Black Edition. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks all for watching. We'll catch you soon.